So I think everyone's been in the position where they have something coming up in the near future that they're nervous about, right? This could be anything from starting a new job, maybe you have a date with someone, or maybe you are moving to a new city and you don't really know anyone. Maybe you're going to a business conference, or maybe you're going to a party that you only know one person. This is just to name a few examples. The list goes on, but we've all been in the position where we have an event coming up that we're nervous about. And I want to talk about how you can approach this mentally to not only feel more comfortable walking into that event, but also making the most of it, right? Because at the end of the day, while it may make you nervous to go to this thing, it could be an opportunity for you. You never know who you're going to meet or what's going to happen. So you want to be fully prepared to be in this event and handle this event while also making the most of it. So, first things first, be yourself. Don't try to be anyone that you are not. That's probably the worst thing you could do because then you're keeping up a fake appearance and you have to remember how you acted to one person and how you acted to another person. It's easier just to be yourself. That way, you know you were the same person for this person when you met them as when you met another person kind of thing. You just be yourself and you don't have to worry about who you were when you first met someone or how you acted or the things you said or the things you told them you were interested in or what your favorite sports team was. Like trying to keep all those basically lies, because that's effectively what they are. If you're just saying things to say things to people when you first meet them because you're trying to please them and relate to them, you're really just telling lies, and it's hard to keep up with those lies. So the best case scenario is to just be yourself. At the end of the day, if someone doesn't like you for who you are, fuck them. You don't want to be their friend anyway. So that's that. Number two, you got to remember that probably everyone else there is nervous as well, right? We are all humans. We all have made mistakes. We all have things we're embarrassed about. We all don't want to seem stupid in front of people. We are all humans. And chances are most of the people at that event are having the same kind of thoughts that you are. So again, just keep that in mind, be yourself and understand that, everyone's probably in the same boat as you. So they're more worried about themselves than they're worried about you. So then the question becomes, well, how do you sort of talk to people and make the most of this event, whatever it is? Don't be afraid to speak to people and find things in common. If you find something in common with someone, lean into it. Take advantage of that. Talk about it and be genuine too. Like tell them really how you feel and what you think about things and your experiences in life while also letting them share those same things with you. And again, I want to stress the importance of not being afraid of making a mistake. This is going to happen in life. We all make mistakes. Everyone's been there. You've made a mistake before. You're going to make a mistake again. It happens. That's how we learn in life. We make mistakes and then we learn from them. The world would be too perfect if we didn't make mistakes. So then how do we handle those mistakes? Well, first we acknowledge them, right? I've had situations where I jumbled my words so bad that I was simply said, wow, I can't speak. Let's try that again. And it's a funny way of acknowledging your mistake and then fixing it, giving yourself a second chance. So while I acknowledged my mistake, I also made fun of myself in the process, which kind of builds some rapport with people, right? It shows you can joke around, you can acknowledge your mistakes and make fun of yourself. It just shows you're a more down to earth person rather than not acknowledging the mistake or not being able to joke about it. I think people vibe a lot more with someone who can recognize their mistakes and even make fun of themselves for it rather than just ignoring it or not being able to take a joke, honestly. And people like people who can make fun of themselves and acknowledge things like that. It just shows that you're a genuine person. So I definitely think that's a good tip is like acknowledge your mistakes, be able to joke about it, and then move on. It's not that big of a deal. Again, also, I want to stress the importance of being genuine. I mentioned this before, I'll say it again. It is really hard to maintain a fake personality over time. The easiest personality to maintain is yours. So, again, can't stress this enough. Just be yourself, be genuine. Don't Don't tell people you're interested in something if you're not. Like, it's you can find ways to connect with people while still being true to yourself. Um, so I think it's important just to stick to your guns, stick to who you are, stick to what you like, and be genuine. And even if you don't have something specifically in common with someone, the fact that you know who you are, you know what you like, you know what you're interested in, and you're willing to learn about other people and their interests, that alone is enough to work off of. And people will, you know, they will like you and be willing to speak with you if you're just true to yourself, and you can have a normal conversation with someone even if you don't have the same hobbies, or if you don't like the same sports team, or you're not into the same music, whatever the case may be. If you just are genuine with people and you kind of let them know who you are and what you're about, chances are they're going to be cool with it and they'll be willing to talk to you about it. Chances are you can learn something from them, and they can learn something from you. And again, if someone doesn't like you because of your interests or the music you like or the sports team that you like who cares, bro? It's not that big of a deal. They probably weren't going to be your friend anyway. So just move on. Go talk to someone else. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. So that's really all I had for you guys today. It's I think the overall lesson to be learned here is just not to take anything too seriously, and understand that a lot of people are probably in the same boat and are having the same thoughts of as you when going to start this new job, or going on this date, or going to a business conference. Like, again, we are all humans, we all make mistakes, we all have doubts, we all have concerns, we all get embarrassed, we all get nervous. So just be yourself, understand that everyone's kind of in the same shoes as you. Don't be afraid to make mistakes, and just talk to people. Find things to talk about, and I think the more you do this, the better off you will be long term, and you will learn how to have conversations and connect with people who literally have nothing in common with you. But the more you do it, the better you will get at it. So yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. Just wanted to kind of talk about how I deal with, an event that I'm nervous about, or how I sort of approach these situations. I used to get really nervous going to stuff like this, but again, I'm kind of confident in who I am and the things I like and what I want in life. So I think people jive with that. And if not, again, who cares? We don't need to be friends. You don't need to be friends with everyone. So yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. If you are new here, I post every Tuesday and Thursday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. And then on Saturdays at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, I talk about all kinds of things: personal finance, sort of personal life lessons and experiences that I've learned over the years. Really anything I feel like talking about, I talk about it on here and throw it over some gameplay. So if you like this kind of content, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.